guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing this all-new 2023 Kia Sportage X-Line. And before we start, I want to give a huge thank you to Darius and the rest of the management and staff here at Regal Kia in Lakeland, Florida for making this review possible. These guys are awesome. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're in Florida looking for a new car, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Darius. And for those of you guys who don't know, the Sportage has been Kia's compact SUV since 1995. That's when the first generation was released. That first generation Sportage actually shared a platform with the Mazda Bongo, which was owned by Ford at the time. So that vehicle was shared on 3 different manufacturers' platforms. Fast forward to 2005. That first generation lasted till about 2002. And after about a 3-year hiatus, Kia ended up returning the Sportage back to its lineup. This time, for 2005, for its second generation, it shared a platform with both the Hyundai Elantra and the Hyundai Tucson. And it kind of stuck to that platform for the rest of its duration. Fast forward to 2023 for the 5th generation that you see here. All Kia Sportages are coming equipped with a 2.5-liter direct injection 4-cylinder engine with 180 horsepower mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Pretty good power. If you want more power, there's an optional hybrid system which bumps you up to 226, as well as an available plug-in hybrid which will make even more power than that. Here we have the X-Line trim, however. It'll be an entry-level, aggressive style Kia Sportage. It's not going to be quite as aggressive as the X Pro, which is completely off-road capable. But this is still a pretty aggressive and off-road capable SUV, considering here we have the all-wheel drive version with a center locking differential. The Kia Sportage for the 5th generation starts at the LX trim at around $26,000. Even that LX trim will be coming equipped with the same power plant, 8-speed transmission, 2.5-liter direct injection 4-cylinder. But here for the X-Line trim, starting around the $30,000 mark, let's see what we get. So up front, I'm really liking this updated front styling with these Hyundai Sonata reminiscent daytime running lights. Sonata's daytime running lights get more dim as they progress and integrate flushly with a chrome strip. That's not the case here, but these daytime runners definitely remind me of the Sonatas. LED headlights, turn signal up top. It's a halogen turn signal, as you see. Little bit of faux airflow. This is not functional, but it aids with the aggressive styling on this front end. Speaking of aggressive styling, I'm really digging this grille. Ton of airflow for the radiator on this 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. Aluminum looking strip up top. It's not shiny chrome. Really liking this front end. A little more airflow beneath. No front parking sensors. We do get rear parking sensors. We'll check that out once we hop out back, but you can get a good look at this front styling. Definitely a fan. As far as the wheel and tire setup, also pretty major part of this SUV. Here we get our 19-inch gloss black rims with a silver contrast outside. Tires are Kumho Crugen all seasons. Dimensions are 235/55 R19s. Pretty solid off-road, and this vehicle does have all-wheel drive. Pretty decent amount of plastic cladding, which will protect this vehicle from rock chips. You get quite a bit for the side as well. The mirrors, they're foldable, of course. LED strip outside, black mirror, which would contrast better if this vehicle had white paint, but I'm still liking the body color theme here. Glass fills up the whole frame, blind spot monitoring. Black trim surrounding your entire window trim, blacked out B pillars and C pillars. Pretty dark tints. You should still be able to see the window sticker pretty well. Here's our 2023 Sportage X-Line all-wheel drive automatic. Exterior color is ebony black. Interior color is also black. However, for this X-Line package, we get this sage green interior color package. Other than that, mechanically 2.5-liter gas direct injection 4-cylinder 8-speed auto all-wheel drive mode select. The driver assist technology, forward collision avoidance assist, lane departure warning, lane keep assist, driver attention warning with lead vehicle departure alert, parking distance warning for the reverse, blind spot collision avoidance assist, rear cross traffic collision avoidance assist, and safe exit warning. You can take a look at the airbags. Interior includes the 12.3-inch touchscreen with navigation, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Kia Connect with UVO free trial, dual zone auto climate control, auto defogger, smart key, push button remote start, wireless charger up front, front and rear USB charging ports, power adjustable driver seat with lumbar control, Syntex seating material with heated front seats. And the seats are also perforated and quilted. They look really, really high quality. Leather wrapped steering wheel, compact spare tire, rear occupant alert. Outside 19-inch gloss black alloy wheels, LED headlights, taillights, and DRLs. Heated outside mirrors with LED turn signals, roof rails, which you can see right up top. As far as options that come equipped with the X-Line premium package, again, this vehicle starts around $30,790 We get the sage green interior X-Line premium package. That's going to be an additional $1,500. That includes the panoramic sunroof with power sunshade, LED interior lighting, smart hands-free power liftgate, so you can just kick the tailgate and it should open right up for you. Dual illuminated vanity mirrors, and for $155 we get our carpeted floor mats, which say X-Line on them. After all these options and a $1,200 destination charge, expect a total vehicle price to be sitting right under or in between $33,000 and $34,000. Pretty good value. The fuel economy, not the best, 25 combined, 23 city, 28 highway, pretty competitive with an all-wheel drive compact SUV. Smart access for the driver and a front passenger. Nothing out for the rear, wouldn't really be expected. The gas tank is push to open, no easy fill. You just have to unscrew the tank and fill up your car. Same wheel and tire setup out rear, just a smaller brake caliper would be the only difference. LED tail lights, turn signals, and your reverse lights right beneath. The Sportage logo almost looks like a sticker. That's how little it protrudes. Very, very flush with this tailgate. Same thing for the Kia badge. They really make them really flush now. It almost protrudes just as little as this Regal Lakeland, Florida sticker. And speaking of that, shout out Regal Kia here in Lakeland, Florida. X-Line badging on the opposite side. We can take a step back, take a look at this rear diffuser area, and an additional reverse light, parking sensors out rear, and your exhaust. And speaking of the exhaust, let's start this 2.5 liter 4-cylinder up and hear how she sounds. All right, guys, that was, of course, the sound of the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder sold by Kia for this 2023 Sportage. And as soon as we figure out this latch, we'll check it out. No struts, unfortunately. Gonna have to figure out the prop rod, which is on the opposite side of this engine bay. But as soon as we get it figured out, here we have it, our 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, making 187 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. Enough to get this compact SUV with all-wheel drive to 60 between 8 and 8.5 seconds. So certainly not the quickest. That's not why you buy this vehicle for. Once we check out the interior, you'll really see what you're paying for. Very, very luxurious. As far as the engine bay, you see there's a stick connecting the 2 strut towers. So this SUV should have very impressive handling. We'll see that once we take it out for a drive. As far as the prop rod, we'll shut it up right here. And we'll take one more step back and get a look at the daytime running strips one more time. Really liking this front end on this all-new 2023 Sportage. Also, really liking this interior, which you'll check out in 1 second. Stepping inside, the door panel, all soft touch for the upper portion. Syntex materials for the center portion. Really loving this grab handle. Very funky look. Has a great resistance when it comes to weight. Wood trim right outside of it. This Syntex material down here is supposed to be a greenish color, as it says on the window sticker, sage green interior color package, but it looks more like a gray to me. Power one touch for the 2 front passengers, 4-way adjustable mirrors, power windows for the rear. The sound system in this vehicle, not the most impressive, not gonna lie. If you need a vehicle with a good sound system, I would definitely upgrade to a premium audio system for the Sportage. Solid storage, you should easily fit a 16-ounce drink back there. The seats also really impressive. We get quilted and perforated leatherette Syntex seats. Solid bolstering, it keeps you in place relatively well. Decent soft bolsters on the bottom, but the seats themselves very comfortable. 2-way lumbar control. You can recline, drop, lift the seats and slide them as well. Full power driver's seat. As far as the interior itself, let's hop right in. Turn this air down. We didn't close the door. And to turn the air down, it's crazy. So you see the volume adjustments right here. It works as volume adjustments, but you press this fan button and now it's a climate control button. But again, we'll turn this air down by a couple so you guys can hear a little better. Really funky interior. As you see, dual 12.5-inch screens, 12.3 inch for the touchscreen, 12.25 for the instrument cluster. Really, really interesting design. As you see, the speed gauge on the left side, tachometer on the right, lane departure warning and driver's assistance in the center. Traffic sign recognition too. You see the exterior temperature, miles on the vehicle, fuel tank on the left, coolant temperature on the right. Up top, you see how much fuel is remaining digitally and the gear that we're currently in on the left. The steering wheel, also really impressive. It's not a flat bottom like it was on the GT Forte that we just reviewed in this channel, but still just as thick. Solid 10-2 bolstering notches, making the 10-2 nice to hold. 9 and 3, just about perfect, caves in really nicely for your hands. Really liking the steering wheel. The horn, it has a rubberized texture to it. The horn itself, really aggressive sounding horn. People will definitely be getting out of your way. The steering wheel controls include voice commands. You can adjust between AM, FM, Sirius, and your phone. Volume and skip controls, hang up and answer phone calls, and your favorites. On the right side, this is how you adjust this heads-up infotainment cluster. Right now, we're looking at our advanced safety features. You get drive info, sense refueling, accumulated info, auto stop, and a compass. It also functions as a turn-by-turn heads-up once you turn the GPS on, because this vehicle does come equipped with GPS. We also get information such as TPMS. You have to be driving to see that, but it's still nice to see. Since we get a digital speedometer on the left side, it really doesn't matter to me what the center display shows, so we'll just put it right back to its original settings. The wiper stocks, or headlight stocks, very satisfying click. No rain sensing wipers, unfortunately. Not the biggest deal, wouldn't really be expected with an SUV starting around $30,000. Still nice if you want to adjust the intermittent function. You have these stocks right here. To the left of the steering wheel, interior brightness, tailgate release, trash control you can disable, and your electronic parking brake. More of that wood trim surrounding your air vents. Stitched dashboard up top. It's going to be a plastic material, but it's still nice how the stitching really aids when it comes to the premium look. And speaking of premium look, you cannot ignore these dual 12-inch screens. They look absolutely fantastic. The map, we can check it out right here. Huge map, great resolution, unbelievable response. Kia has been killing it when it comes to the response in their systems. Huge thumbs up. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, just about everything you would ever want or need. Here's all the things you can potentially adjust: quiet mode, radio, media, setup. As far as the setup, we can scroll through, see all the setup: sound, vehicle navigation, device connections, and general. That's about it. My personal favorites to just look at all times would be this map, so we'll leave it right here. More of that wood trim surrounding the rest of this bottom portion beneath your air vents. Really premium looking interior, hazards in the center, and as we mentioned, when you have this vent pressed, these dials function as climate control adjusters. You press the vent one more time, and now it controls your climate, or not climate, your media. So really interesting design. I've never seen anything like that in any other car. Really huge thumbs up. Wireless charging pad above it. You get your 12 volt, good spot for radar detector, USB port, and a USB-C. The gear selector, of course, we'll move some of these papers out of the way, but the gear selector, of course, controls your 8-speed automatic transmission. As far as the backup camera, we can take a look right here. It doesn't take up the whole screen. About 8 inches of it will give you a rear view camera with excellent HD resolution, guidance lines and trajectory, and your rear parking sensors will tell you everything you need to know right next to it. If you want to use manual shift control, since we do not get paddle shifters, you slap this stick over here to the left. Downshift, upshift, not the proper directions, so it would be nice to get paddle shifters for an X-Line trim. Not the biggest deal, though. I'm sure 99% of people buying this car really couldn't care less about shifting their own gears. Engine start stop button next to this gear selector. Heated seats, as we mentioned, no cool seats. Drive mode, we have normal, sport, smart, and snow. We'll start this review off in normal, transition into sport, and see what the differences are. Hill descent control, auto hold. You can turn on and off your auto start stop. Disable your parking sensors. You press this button and you can take a look at your rear view camera at all times. You press the button one more time and you return immediately back to your map. Cup holders, you press the button and they retract or protract. You pull them right back and they retract. As far as the armrest, pretty soft, not the softest, much softer than the Forte GT we reviewed. I'm liking the stitch Syntex material. You open it up, pretty deep, pretty spacious. I would say you could probably fit 6, maybe 7 16-ounce cans in this center console. As far as the glove box, pull this latch. It's damped, not lined with felt, not the largest either. Probably fit between 15, maybe 20 license plates if you're lucky. Not a big deal though. Up top, relatively frameless mirror. It's not auto dimming. To dim it, you have to pull the latch back. But we get this beautiful panoramic moonroof. You press it one more time and the shade retracts. Massive piece of glass. And you get way more even for the back seat. Huge panoramic moonroof. I don't know if you guys can even pick it up on camera. It takes up basically this entire interior. We can open her up. Doesn't take too long, and it opens up pretty far. That's about as far as it opens. We can poke our way out of here. Beautiful day right now in Lakeland, Florida. Getting a little hot. It's almost 90 degrees, but basically zero wind. Absolutely gorgeous out here. We can leave the shade open, so when we hop out back, you can get a good look at the light that's brought into the cabin thanks to this panoramic moonroof. But that's about it for this front seat, guys. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back there, and the overall quality of the materials. All right, guys, stepping in the back seat of the 2023 Kia Sportage up top. Everything's gonna be hard touch plastic. The grab handle, though, still super high quality aluminum, really funky look. Definitely a thumbs up from me. That Syntex material is gonna cover the center portion, nice soft touch for the armrest with this, I guess, green Syntex material. Huge thumbs up for the quality, solid side storage. You can probably get a 16-ounce bottle in there. No power one touch for the rear, not a big deal. Of course, still power window with some piano black outlining it. The seats out rear, still really nice Syntex perforated leather with quilted material for the center portion. As far as the legroom, let's hop inside and check it out. So wow, I'm 6 feet tall behind my seat settings. I still have at least like 3, 4, maybe 5 inches of legroom. Mat pockets behind both the front seats, little hook so you can get some dress clothes or something in your Kia Sportage if you need to. USB-C on both of your front seats on the insides, air vents, and a solid little storage compartment. I could fit like my whole hand in there. Pretty solid storage. Pretty impressive interior overall. You can see all the glare bringing in from this massive, massive panoramic moonroof. Truly one of the biggest in the business. This is about the same size moonroof that you get on a vehicle like the Jeep Wagoneer. Absolutely ridiculously massive. The little center cubby area, we can pop it out. Pretty soft, 2 cup holders, not rubberized. They should keep your drinks in place perfectly fine though. You get a pass-through, good spot for a cell phone. We can shut this thing right up. That's about it for the interior on this 2023 Kia Sportage X-Line. Let's check out the trunk real quick and then take this car out for a drive. All right, guys, so to get into this trunk, this is a smart tailgate, but we'll pull the latch, press the button one time, and it opens right up. Very low step-in height. You got to check this out. This is one of the lowest step-in heights in the business. The Hyundai Tucson also has an extremely low step-in height, but this is really just about the same level as my knee. If you have older or smaller pets in general, they should have absolutely no problem jumping back here. And since it has such a low step-in height, I feel like you have a lot of height for this cargo area, so they can stand up, not have to worry about their heads bumping the ceiling. Really surprisingly spacious. You got your floor mats back here, a little bit of secret storage for your spare tire. You can put some secret stuff around it. The rear seats fall down 60-40 split, and if you fold them down, I would expect you to fit between a 70 to an 80-inch TV back here with no issues at all. Very spacious cargo area. You can take one last good look at it. To shut it up, you simply press this button. We'll take a step back, and as soon as the tailgate closes, we'll take this all-new 2023 Kia Sportage X-Line out for a drive. All right, guys, now we've just about seen everything we need to see with the inside and outside of this all-new 2023 Kia Sportage X-Line. Let's take it out for a drive. And first thing I notice is the auto hold. It works automatically, so until you touch the gas pedal, you're not going to be going anywhere. And the steering already feels very direct. As soon as you start to turn the wheel, the vehicle feels to be changing direction. And stepping out right here, wow, very sensitive gas pedal. We're only in normal mode, and it feels extremely sensitive. And as you see, we get a red light right here, so we'll try an acceleration off the line. All right, guys, off the line. Ooh, pretty strong. Pretty good, guys. It's not going to blow you away in terms of speed. Again, 0 to 60 around 8.5 seconds. But for those of you guys who really don't care about speed, you just want a beautiful interior, high quality materials literally everywhere you touch, this is a fantastic option. Again, very spacious out rear. We'll check out the driving dynamics once you step out onto this crossroad and really see how this vehicle can handle. All right, guys, stepping over these train tracks right over here. Pretty smooth. It really doesn't make a whole lot of noise. And we'll give these guys in front of us a little bit of space, and I'll catch back with you on one side. All right, guys, let's try out an acceleration off the line in sport mode. Off the line, ooh, about the same. Yeah, definitely get the speed. It's just not very quickly as far as the manual shift controls. No rev match downshifts. And it takes kind of a long time for it to really shift too. So I would recommend just leaving it in regular automatic mode. Even in sport mode, you certainly feel very noticeable delay when you're using the manual shifts. But just cruising along, the wind noise, extremely quiet. Let's check the windows real quick. No dual pane windows, wouldn't really be expected with a car that starts around the $30,000 mark. But very, very quiet interior. And just cruising around in sport mode, you are losing your overdrive gears, as you see we're only going about 30-35 miles an hour, and we're still rolling at 2,000 RPM. So for daily driving, I'd recommend just leaving it in normal mode. Calm the revs down a little bit and save some gas. The steering gets a little bit lighter in normal mode. Sport mode stiffens up the steering a little bit, not that much though. So I'd recommend just driving in normal mode. You can set it up individually though. So if you want to have the crisper shifts, sharper throttle, but lighter steering, you can adjust that in your individual mode in your screen. I'm not going to adjust any individual settings here. Whoever ends up purchasing this vehicle can of course adjust it to their own liking, but it is something that could be potentially adjusted. But all right guys, stepping out into this road, we'll see how this vehicle can really handle. Not on the gas too tough. You got some kids playing in the street or something. All right, we'll throw it into the manual shift modes. Good torque right here, throwing it in. Steering feels very sharp, really direct. And third gear on the gas. Not a whole lot of torque, but again, that's not what this vehicle's about. You still get up and you get to speed pretty quickly. No rev match downshifts either, but not bad coming out. Not too bad. This car's not about the speed. It's about the overall quietness, luxury, and bang for your buck in terms of that. And it does a great job. Compared to most vehicles in the segment that use CVT transmissions, this is still an upgrade having a conventional automatic, at least in my opinion. It's going to be more reliable long term than most CVTs. And it's very quiet on this road. Very, very limited road noise, just about zero wind noise, even with these single pane windows. Love the interior. As you see, the screens, the dual 12-inch screens, really make the interior pop, making it look much, much more premium. Really impressed with this new Sportage. Huge upgrade compared to the 2022. 2022 was also a facelifted Sportage, but for 2023, it's complete redesign, all new 5th generation. And I'm really liking it. But that's about it, guys. One more time on the gas. Ooh. Not bad. Definitely gets to its speed. But other than that, hope you get the point. Pretty solid SUV, beautiful interior. That's what this car is really all about. I'm really liking the exterior styling. Very aggressive, very unique look. Huge thumbs up for the all new redesigned 5th generation Kia Sportage. I would definitely recommend anybody looking for a sub $30,000 SUV to check it out. If you want the 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, it's going to cost a tick over the $30,000 mark, but with front-wheel drive, it doesn't. So I would still consider this a sub $30,000 SUV and would definitely recommend anybody in the market for one to definitely put one on their list or at least check it out. Other than that though, huge thank you to Regal Kia in Lakeland, Florida for making this review possible. Beautiful dealership, I'll leave a link to it below, and a huge thank you to Darius for giving me the keys to this brand new 2023 Sportage X-Line. Other than that though, thank you guys so much for watching. Had a great time making this video. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You know the channel's just not possible without you, and I have a huge appreciation for each and every one of your guys' constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any specific cars or trucks you'd like to see reviewed in this channel too. And I'll definitely try to get those videos for you as soon as possible. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all you guys have a great day.